Absolutely, we should be concerned because, you see, no matter what, little insurgency, you don't underrate it. Nip it in the bud. When Boko Haram was coming on board, some people rather saw it like a thing that would be curtailed by the police, and what was supposed to be low intensity conflict, you begin to roll out the tanks as opposed to the use of small weapons and small guns and light weapons. So we should be concerned that, look at the case with the Lakurabas. When they moved in from Mali, then Niger, they were around Sokoto, the Tangaza axis, and some other local governments. Now, they were there for quite a long time. And they tended to a kind of assist security agency and assist local communities. Not until they started growing wings, started hoisting some flags, started imposing tax on people, and therefore they kind of gained some territory and felt they should control those areas. They could whip some people, they could arrest some people. It was becoming a country within a country, and no nation will ever accept that as Nigeria. So when we say, yes, there has to be a thing of concern, yes, there has to be. And that is why today you could see the military operations in those areas. We're talking of a situation where the military will have to be the aggressor. They must take the war to them. The Nigerian military should not be a reactionary kind of a thing. They dominate, and that is why we tend to have these successes 2024. Before now, you could just simply guess that the moment there's going to be any religious festival, Christian, Muslim, all you need to do is to begin to think, where will the next attacks come from? But today we don't see it. That we are also seeing some of these social activities by the military, West African social activities, they call it WASA. I mean, tells you that, yes, things are becoming better, but not again without looking at the personnel. I do remember when Labaja of blessed memory was appointed, there was an event in Ibadan, if Mr. Patrick Abango will remember. The Chief of Defense Staff was there. All the service chiefs were there. And when General Chris Musa was given the floor, he said, look, the commanders, the moment we give you money, when government gives money, give to all of them as their own rights. Because, again, he said, no matter the military equipment we have, equipment do not fight the war. Personnel will do. And if personnel, therefore, will fight the war, what is it that you have to give to them? You kit them. Give them their allowances. Ratio cash allowance, you give them. And in terms of kitting them, you give them the kits that you do need and that they do need. In terms of accommodation, in terms of even those who are in the battlefield, what really do you give them? I do remember at the start of this Boko Haram, we were going into the trenches. I was embedded. At the point, you see some soldiers that didn't even have what you call the protective headgear, you know. But all of that changed with time, and because of that, there are successes. And that is why this report is favorable to Nigeria today. But that does not mean that Nigeria should just go to bed. It implies that if someone has recommended you, you therefore do more. And that is what we ought to say.
I'm actually